Hey, hey, I disagree with the motion that Kester and Nello are just friends with no string attached. There's a string attached. Somebody is feeling somebody. You cannot tell me otherwise. You see, while I was watching this movie, I just felt a certain way. This movie is a motivation movie. Okay? There's always a point you get to in your career where you think or you know that you're already getting to that height or that point that you have been aiming at. Then a problem sets in and just changes everything. And you're like, what is going on? Is it my village people? Like, it happens. And you ask yourself this question: is it that is when it's my own turn to shine that problem will not like resetting? Like, is it village people? What's actually wrong? Is it I'm not bound to achieve this thing? Is it that this thing is not for me at all? Why is it that when I'm already close to getting what I want to get, problem will not know that it's time to set in? Oh, it's now gang that I want to set in. But what makes you different is willingness and determination. So I finished watching the movie What Will Be, Ke Sera Sera, and the full conclusion of this movie is do not give up on your dreams no matter the challenges. Sometimes it might look like things you do are not just working right. It's not just for you. When it's your time to shine, problem will set in. But when there is perseverance, when there's determination, you will break the walls holding you back. But it's when you give up, you show how weak and little you have to allow difficulties hold you down. Like they say, now who give up, now who fuck up. Challenge your challenges. Do not let your challenges rule over you and win you. Now, guys, this movie is directed by Wals Emmanuel Efosa, showing on Uchenna Mbunabo's TV on YouTube. Executively produced by Clinton Joshua. Yes, guys. So this is Clinton Joshua's second movie production, and this story is a very brilliant story. I love this particular content, and kudos to the screenwriter of this film, Amaka Andy. Guys, let's talk about the plot of this movie first. The movie What Will Be tells the story of a guy named Kester, played by Clinton Joshua. So he's a guy passionate about basketball. He loves basketball. He derives joy in having conversation related to basketball. He was the only son of his parents, single-handedly taken care of by his mother after the demise of his father. He had people that loved him and cared for him. People like his uncle and his friends. Kester had strong passion for basketball and he was doing well as a basketballer. The first time Kester had the opportunity of joining the national basketball team, a situation set him that made him lose that opportunity. But he didn't stop there, he didn't relent. Kester kept on pushing and pushing until his next big break. But then again, a problem set in and changed everything entirely. Kester was tired of life. He literally gave up on his dreams. He loves basketball, but then again, he wanted to give up on that. Why is it that when he's about to reach his height, that's when the problem was setting? He felt life was unfair to him and he just wanted to just let go of all those things. Alright, but he had this one friend that didn't give up on him. One friend that had to correct his head and reset him, Nello. Nello was a tomboy who loved her bestie. She liked her bestie. She knew how passionate her bestie was for basketball. But seeing and hearing all that Kester had to say about his situation and he trying to give up on his love for basketball made Nello reset his brain. Like she did all she could, whether he liked it or not, to make sure that you see that the way they talk, you go change him. Okay, so this is the kind of friend everybody needs. Nello had that push on her friend, and that worked. So guys, that's about the plot of the film. Now let's talk cast. Clinton Joshua played the character Kester. Oh my god. Guys, did you see what I saw? Clinton Joshua was in character, body, life, and spirit. This guy gave us the character Kester. A guy who loved, who had interest for basketball, but then problem keeps on setting in, and that problem weighed him down to the point where he hated himself, he hated life, and even hated the career basketball. Like it shattered him. Guys, you could see how Clinton embodied that his character. You could see how he lived it. You could see how Clinton was original about that character, how he portrayed it. He breathed life into his character. The tears he cried was effortless. I was like, oh boy, like this guy gave us his absolute best. He's all in this movie. Clinton's pains was real. His crying was real. Everything was just real for this guy. And he did so well. Baby boy, take your flowers. You did well, like so well. Now let's talk about the character played by Ada Uli. She played the character Nelu. Oh boy, 7 bossa for this lady. Ada did justice to her character. She was a tomboy in this movie, and you see the steps this girl took. Her dressing, the things that come out from her mouth, her actions, her reactions, body language. This lady was giving. Guys, she really gave. She ate in her character 100%. I do not know how a girl or a lady would perfectly give that tomboy attitude. A lady would perfectly blend into that tomboy's attitude and give us the absolute best. You see, everybody needs a friend like Nelu. Everybody needs that crazy friend that can reset your brain. Nelly was that kind of person. And it suited her. Like, this was the kind of person that Kester needed. Kester thinks, okay, because your other friends were leaving you, your mother was leaving you, since you feature him with Nelly. Nelly will show I'm saying, guy, if this say you dey mad, I dey mad past you. My own madness past your own. Like, it was that crazy. Guys, all I can say is that Ada Uli gave us a very brilliant performance. She gave us a very, very brilliant performance. Lady, take your flowers. You're too good. You're too good. We also have the character Kester's mom, played by Ruth Welch Suowari. I don't know if I pronounced that well. Yeah, so this woman was the mother to Kester. This woman was a mother who loved her son and cared about him a lot, okay? She supported him in his basketball career, and she didn't like his best friend Nello at all. Okay, she didn't like that. Nello was not girly. She assumed that Nello was the girl from the street, and she had this ras attitude that she didn't want her son to blend into that kind of life with her. Okay, so she protected her son from this lady. And at a point as well, this woman also got to like Nello. She got to love Nello. So the character played by Ruth Welch was great. I love her actions in the film, and she put in her absolute best here. Yes, she was good. We also have the character Alicia, played by Ifeka Doris. In fact, at a point, this lady was getting to piss me off because her constant asking and asking of questions that Kester had already told her that we're going to discuss it after this particular day. She was still asking, and in fact, I even said that she was even the cause of Kester's problem. Like, I was so pissed with this lady. And I was like, Kester, you know what? We are done with this lady. Like, we are so done with this lady. Guys, she also did a very good one here. She was great. She was good. And yeah, that's about that. So we have the character Uncle Ezra. Uncle Ezra was played by Ebo Steve. So this was the uncle to Kester, a brother to Kester's father. So Uncle Ezra was a very supportive uncle. He was a very caring uncle that, cared about this guy's interest for basketball. Okay, he loved the family and he was willing to do his duty as an uncle. Yes, and it was great. Okay, I love that Mr. Steven actually pulled that uncle vibes. Okay, you know what I mean? Okay, he was uncling in this movie. He was uncling in this movie, the kind of uncle that a mother would always run to and say, see, please speak to my son, tell him this, tell him that. Okay, he was that kind of uncle, and he was great, like very good as well. We have the character JP, played by Obia Juluke. So this was a friend to Kester, a supportive friend, a friend that loved a friend. And Ken in this movie was good. Like, I loved his appearance in this film, and sometimes I wish that this guy can act leading characters, okay, like lead roles, so we can actually see the strength at which this guy has in acting. Yes, so that's about that. We also have Eddie, played by Israel Fadalsi. So this person is also a friend to Kester, okay, a very emotional friend that would always cry whenever he thinks about Kester's situation. Kester had good people around him. So guys, the acting for me overall was very great. Trust me, I loved the choice of actors, and I love that everyone in this movie performed so well, performed excellently well. Yes, now there is this particular issue with Kesta and Nello that I want us to address, guys. Do you think that Kesta and Nello's friendship is one without romantic love? Friends that just care about themselves naturally? Or do you think something is attached? Because Nello and Kesta do not strike me as friends that are just friends. They strike me as friends that have feelings for each other. But the way this movie ended, I don't think you should have ended there. Oh. Please, oh, Mr. Uten and Bonabo, we need a part 2. We need a part 2 because I feel like there is still more to these people's friendship. I don't believe that Nello doesn't love Kesta. I don't know who is also at that with me. I don't know who is supporting the emotion with me because come on, Nello, you cannot say that what you have for Kesta is just pure love, like nothing attached. Something is attached. Me, I know that something is attached. No. Because tell me why Nello would be upset after seeing Alicia with Kesta and she left. She didn't call him that day again. The next day, she didn't come. She didn't call him. The previous day, the same thing. That even made Kesta go see her. And Kesta asked the question, do you love me? And she said, no, she didn't even say anything. She didn't reply at that point. Then, when Kesta was already healed and when he got back to the court, they were all happy there. They were playing. Nello was excited that Kesta is back on his feet. And she was like, I love you, right? And Kesta repeated the same thing, telling her that he loves her. And she was like, why do you love a G? Like, I don't understand. Hey, come and see guys, I beg. I feel like no. This girl actually loves Kesta. She loves Kesta because if you don't love him, you would have said it at that point where he asked you in your house. Okay. I feel like she's just trying to hold back and just give this pure, normal, friend to friend love. She's holding back, and that's why I said that we need a part 2. We need a part 2 on this. Let's even know the real and natural feeling of Nello and Kesta, because me, I want them to be an item. Yeah, I do. So guys, that's about the film. What will be? Sarah. If you are yet to watch this amazing film, what are you waiting for? Go to Uchenna and Bunabos TV to see this amazing film. Thank you all so much for watching. Please do well to like, share, and subscribe to the channel at Substance TV for more amazing movie reviews. See you guys in my next video. Until then, stay splendid.